Before any name, before any map, there was only the land. A long, narrow island between two rivers, covered in dense forests and inhabited by the Lenape people, who called it Manahatta, the island of many hills. For thousands of years, silence was the only language known here. Nature ruled absolutely, unhurried, without ambition. Nothing but wind, water, and time. Then the year 1600 approaches, and the balance breaks. European sails cut across the Atlantic. Dutch explorers set foot on this unknown land and see in it not beauty, but possibility. The first posts are driven into the ground, and what was eternal begins, quietly, to be transformed forever. It is 1650. New Amsterdam is born, a small trading post at the southern tip of the island. A few dozen wooden houses, a palisade wall to the north for protection, and a port already buzzing with the fur trade. The city is barely crawling, but every brick laid carries the weight of an ambition that does not yet know how large it will grow. The year is 1700. The British arrive, rename, reorganize. New York is born under the English crown and begins to grow with discipline and intention. Streets align, churches rise. The port becomes the meeting point between the old and the new world. A colonial city takes shape, still small, but already irreversibly destined for greatness. By 1750, the port of New York is already one of the busiest in the Western Hemisphere. Wooden ships arrive and depart loaded with goods, stories, and hopes. Commerce transforms the city, fortunes are built on the docks, the population multiplies, and the narrow island between two rivers begins to understand that it is the center of something far greater than itself. The year 1776 rings out like thunder. The American Revolution redefines everything. New York becomes a battlefield, a British occupation, and then, for one brief and glorious moment, the first capital of a new nation. George Washington walks these streets. Freedom still smells of gunpowder, but the foundations of a republic are already being laid beneath the feet of a city in flames and in bloom. By 1850, the Industrial Revolution devours the horizon. Chimneys replace masts. Steam defeats the wind. Waves of Irish, German, Italian, and Jewish immigrants pour through the docks of Ellis Island, bringing languages, cultures, and labor that the city absorbs and converts into growth. New York pushes its boundaries outward every decade, hungry and insatiable. We arrive at 1900. The Gilded Age raises its temples of steel. The Brooklyn Bridge already stitches the riverbanks together. The first skyscrapers pierce the clouds with calculated arrogance. Electricity lights streets that once knew only gas and candlelight. New York is no longer merely an American city. It is a declaration to the entire world of what human ambition is capable of building. By 1950, the skyline is already a work of art in itself. The Empire State, the Chrysler, the concrete canyons of Midtown. New York consolidates itself as the cultural, financial, and symbolic capital of the century. Jazz echoes through Harlem. Wall Street sets the rhythm of the global economy. The city that never sleeps discovers that rest is a luxury it simply cannot afford to experience. In 2001, the city bleeds. The Twin Towers collapse into dust and silence, and the world holds its breath. But New York does not stop. It does not retreat. From the ashes, the city that always knew how to rebuild itself raises its shoulders once more, plants a new tower in the same wounded ground, and continues, because stopping was never an option written into the DNA of this impossible island. What city is this? An island that was forest, was colony, was revolution, was factory, was dream, and was wound, and still stands taller than ever in 2026. New York is not merely a city. It is living proof that time does not erase, it builds. Layer upon layer, generation upon generation, stone upon stone, and as long as there is someone willing to dream large enough, this island will keep on rising toward the sky.